Hello, it's Chill Catherine Adventures Crafts, Catherine at Romans and your disabled influencer. As you all know, the past couple of weeks I've been doing several segments where it involves equipment for Senko mums to help with the children, spread awareness, or Senko sensory toys for the children, little things that they can use to help when they're going through difficult moments, and especially with the stimming and things like that. I reached out to a company called the Night Owl Design UK. I noticed he did some wonderful different types of journals. I've got one here today to review and show you. And he sent this for me to review. And obviously we'll go through it in a moment. And then upon seeing that myself, I then decided to purchase the other one, which is to do with the mental health. Because I think both of these really will help not just the children, but maybe the adults as well. So I can briefly show you the card. TikTok disclaimer: yes, I have permission to promote this band. This is something that obviously within the Create Centre I've been sent to review. I'm now complying and doing the video. So I'm just going to briefly just show the card. Obviously I've covered up any of the platform information. But yeah, so that's the company. And we'll now turn you around so you can see the journal. So here we go, Letters to Heaven. Now I think this is a good idea in both ways, not only for the adults but also for the children as well. I mean it's difficult even just, you know, for the average person or the average child, but also when you have children who are on the spectrum with Senko needs, they find it a little bit harder. I mean, I can give you an example. You know, there's a little one that I know. There's two little ones that I know. You know, they lost somebody in February, and they're still finding it quite hard to grasp. And like they've had birthdays come up or special occasions, and it's those sort of times that they've found it really, really difficult. And they've wanted, you know, it's like, oh, I wish my nanny do was there, sort of thing. So I think this is fantastic. It is called the Letters to Heaven. It is spiral, so it's all kept together nice and neat. And both the front and the back is plastic, which is great. So let me just close the box briefly. Right, so this is the journal. There's his details. I think this is absolutely brilliant. And it literally goes all the way through the book. The first person I wanted to tell you was... We've got Remember That Day. What else have we got in here? I'm trying to do it one-handed. It's got a diary of all the things I wish I could share with you and all the memories I never wanted to forget. And then you've got the beautiful feather there with the doves. And obviously all this sort of... it's basically you can write the letters, special occasions. There is some blank pages there as well. So if you want to go into more detail, but it does give you some right ideas on the top. So if you're wanting to write a letter to a loved one, but not quite sure what to write about. So it's anything you remember about your loved one. Write anything. Yeah, so it's write anything about your loved one. Milestones they may have missed. So I'll give you an example. One of the little lads I was just mentioned earlier, they've started losing their teeth, you know, and their parties and things like that, and their birthdays, and they say that they wish that, you know, their nan was there to have seen that. And I just think it's fantastic. Write anything you remember. Yeah, so it's similar, like it gives you little prompts to start with. I feel most connected to you when. So there they could say, well, I don't know, when they're in the garden and, you know, they're out with the plants or something, certain flowers, smells, recollections, if they go for walks, and it's things that familiarise them with that person they've lost. I can honour you. I just think this is absolutely brilliant. So it's not just there for adults. You could use this with the children who struggle. It's also got little poems here. Look for me in rainbows high up in the sky, in the evening sunset when the sun is through. Just look up for me and love me and I'll be close to you. So it's actually quite emotional, really, you know, and you go into it quite deeply. Let me see if there's any other ones. I'm sure I just saw one at the back as well. I don't want to spoil it too much for you in case you want to buy it yourself. Well, I hope you do, because I do think this is absolutely fantastic. Here we are, letter from heaven. When tomorrow starts without me, and I am not here to see, if the sun should rise and find your eyes filled with tears for me, I wish so much for you wouldn't cry the way you did today, while thinking of the many things we didn't get to say. I know how much you love me, as much as I love you, and each time you think of me, I know I'll miss you too. When tomorrow starts without me, don't think we're far apart, for every time you think of me, I'm right here in your heart. And I just think it's absolutely amazing. I can't, you know what, because of the quality of this, I mean, yes, you know, sometimes the most simple, basic things are the best, because you've got all the blank pages in there as well. It actually allows you that, you know, they can put little photos in, or if it's, you know, you're working with a child that's writing through things, like here we got the memory when you make me laugh. You know, they can do little pictures and draw, because sometimes not all Senko children, and not all, you know, children that are, you know, that are okay and have the ability to cope with things, even they don't know what to put in writing sometimes. So, you know, by doing this, they can draw pictures in there and can put their, you know, the feelings the way they feel there too. That's actually really, really good. Do you want to have a look?